I sold my Tudor Black Bay 58 for this watch, and I made the right decision. Hey everyone, today's the day. Let's get this unboxed. And here it is. I am hyped for this watch right now. I've never seen this watch in person. Wow, take a look at that. This is absolutely beautiful. This is my new Tudor Black Bay 54, the modern interpretation of Tudor's first dive watch that came out in 1954. They just came out with this watch in blue, ended up going with the classic gilt dial, and it is absolutely beautiful. All right, taking off my Tudor Pelagos 39. Let's see how this fits on my 6.8 inch wrist. No way. Is this a perfect fit straight out of the box? Wow, this watch is beautiful. Let's take a look at this in the natural sunlight. Right out of the box, it fits absolutely perfect. No adjustment needed with that T-Fit clasp. Here's what I was scared of. Like I said, I never tried this watch on before buying it. At 37 millimeters, I thought it was gonna be too small. After wearing dive watches that are 39 to 42 millimeters. And right out of the box, it fits absolutely perfect. Honestly, way better than I hoped. This build quality feels exceptional, and the proportions are spot on. That gold gilt against the black dial, it just works in this natural light. Black Bay 54 was inspired after Tudor's very first dive watch, the reference 7922 from 1954. It's the watch that started the entire Tudor dive line. Issued to the French Marine Nationale, and you can absolutely feel the vintage DNA on the wrist. On paper, this is a 37 millimeter watch, but on wrist, it does not wear small. With the lug to lug at 46 millimeters, and my Pelagos 39 is 47 millimeters. And both have 20 millimeter lug width with a very similar bracelet taper. Case size alone on a spec sheet doesn't tell you exactly how a watch wears. Proportions do matter more. This 37 millimeter watch wears bigger than listed. Now let's do a quick comparison a lot of you guys were asking for. Both fit great, both are incredible watches, but they're completely different tools for different jobs. The Black Bay 54. It's vintage inspired, steel, and that gold gilt with that black dial. And I can say this is one of the most versatile watches in my collection. Going diving, wearing it with a suit, jeans, casual, dressy, honestly could wear this for any occasion. Now the Tudor Pelagos 39. Modern tool watch, made out of grade 2 titanium, extremely lightweight, amazing lume with that lume bezel, and this watch was built for actual diving. It is my all-time favorite mechanical watch to dive with. It's been on dozens of dives, extremely reliable. Bezel action is so good. It's also extremely easy to manipulate underwater. Regards to lume, obviously the Pelagos 39 wins, but the lume on the Black Bay 54 is no slouch. If you didn't see my bezel test video, the Tudor Pelagos 39 won, beating out my Omega C Master Professional 300M. And like I said, the Tudor Black Bay 54 lume is excellent, but the Pelagos is king. Now, wrist presence. Black Bay 54 wears smaller and thinner on wrist, while the Pelagos 39 does take up more real estate. In my opinion, neither is too big or too small for me, just two completely different feels. Two completely different styles. I know I said this already, but the bezel action on the Pelagos 39 is phenomenal. We'll use an old dive glove really quick. As you can see, really crispy bezel action, extremely easy to use with a dive glove, but the bezel action on the 54 is also great. Definitely a different feel. The Black Bay 54 bezel action is solid, but not as crisp as the Pelagos 39. Different watches, different purposes. Both have a permanent place in my collection. Here's the bigger story. Why did I sell the Tudor Black Bay 58 for the 54? I loved my Black Bay 58. It was one of my all-time favorite watches. That was actually my second Black Bay 58. And don't get me wrong, it is an incredible watch. But every time I opened my watch box, I would always pick up the Pelagos 39 instead of the Black Bay 58. I didn't think they would, but they definitely overlapped in my collection. Both had very similar dimensions, the 39mm case diameter, the 47mm lug to lug. They both had really similar wrist presence, and the Black Bay 58 ended up sitting unworn. And also keep this in mind, my Tudor Pelagos 39, I took this diving with me all the time, and that's a big reason why I took this with me and I would wear it in and out of the water. The Tudor Black Bay 58 performed underwater no problem, but not as good as the Pelagos 39. Yes, the Black Bay 58 had good water resistance and the bezel action was decent, but with it being a vintage inspired watch, not having a dive extension, I did use a rubber strap to take it diving. The bezel action on the Pelagos 39 underwater was much better, as well as the loom. And obviously with the Pelagos 39 being grade 2 titanium, it was much easier to have the Pelagos 39 on wrist all day, especially for long shifts. With the Black Bay 58 sitting in my watch box unworn, my Black Bay 54 is here to fix that problem. My Pelagos 39 is my modern tool diver, and my Black Bay 54 is my vintage versatile piece. No overlap, they both earned their spots. I'm just blown away on how this fits on my 6.8-inch wrist. Like I said, I was scared this was not gonna fit, but it fits honestly perfect. I am so hyped for the Black Bay 54. And yes, this 100% is going diving with me this upcoming week. Just gonna take it for fun for 1 or 2 days. And I'll give you guys a real world update after those 2 days to let you know how it did. I know I just bought this watch and I'm 100% in the honeymoon phase, but I bought the Black Bay 54 because I thought it would fill a gap in my collection. And after 1 day, I think it already has. Time will tell if these feelings will last, but as of right now, I don't regret selling my Black Bay 58 one bit. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video today. I am so hyped for my new Tudor Black Bay 54. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos. And remember to stay humble.